One dude at the thing, I won't forget it. He was like super drunk, and it was just this like almost like this SNL character guy, and he was just like, yeah, I don't know how we got there, but I'm like, I'm gone. I'm in another universe playing pool, gripping just the idea of hitting a ball into another one. And then he's just like, I don't know how the conversation got here, but he goes, I'll tell you the top 3 most painful things that ever happened to me. And I
feel like this is crazy people
find me.
Just find you.
Yeah, I'm a magnet.
I've never even come close to that. Okay, so name the 3. I need to know the 3.
Here's me on acid. A lot more forthcoming. Yeah. I go, can we make it top 1?
Lift off. The clock has started.
Hey Hesbos, welcome to Hesby Street. I am Torio Van Grol. This is gonna I have a guest host today. It's Zack Chapaloni.
I'm just a regular host.
No, you've been demoted down to guest. We're gonna see how you do. Want to let you guys know about some shows coming up. The big one, Joke Off, at the Hollywood Improv this Sunday,
7 p.m.
Yeah, get there. We're starting on time,
so we can get fucked up right at the end.
That's right,
and still get home in a reasonable hour.
That's right. It's going to be so fun. If you're not in Los Angeles, it's actually a pretty easy airport to fly into, LAX.
Yeah. Oh, LAX is like, we call it the Hollywood Improv's driveway.
Yeah.
Because you can step right off that tarmac.
Yeah, it's right there. And, notoriously just a very easy airport. So get a flight. You can stay at Zach's 1-bedroom apartment. You can stay in my studio.
Yeah.
Your choice. I have a nice yard.
Yeah. My brother and his girlfriend are out of town. I can't let you stay there, but I will show you the apartment.
Yeah.
Honestly, it depends who you are. Look, Hesbos, there's a hierarchy. I hate to say it. All Hesbos are not created equal.
Katie Wright, bring the baby.
That's right. Anyone who's admitted their dumb thing can have a king-size bed or a queen bed.
What else?
I'm going to be...
I will be in San Diego with Emily Catalano October 28th. That's going to be a fun one. It's going to be our last Emily, Torio, and Friends in San Diego.
Ever?
With our current producer, maybe ever. Really all depends if we find a new producer. Definitely of 2023. Those are fun shows. Zach will not be there. He's always a maybe, never shows up.
I'm not a friend. That's the thing. I'm a nemesis. It fuels me. Friendship does nothing for my career. I need a chip on my shoulder. I need a Michael Jordan. I took that personally.
Did you figure out your other shows?
My other shows I have figured out. This Thursday, I'm going to be at the Fremont Theater in San Luis Obispo, opening for Casey Fry. And this Friday, I'll be at the Rio Theater in Santa Cruz, opening for Casey Fry. If you're going to be in that area, come check out that show. But honestly, I'd really prefer if you just hopped in a cab.
Come to Hollywood.
Come down to Hollywood. It is, they call Hollywood San Luis Obispo South. They're right. It's the same mayor, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's the same what's that called? Tri-City area.
Yeah, same metro. And or if you come to my Santa Cruz show, just get in the car, man. I'll take you down. I'm gonna drop you off randomly somewhere, but you get a ride with me. It's a VIP experience. We get to find out what went wrong in my set in Santa Cruz.
Together.
And then you get to nap, and then you'll wake up in the Hollywood Improv.
Yeah. I think that's it.
That's it. Oh, November 3rd, I'm at Surrounded. It's a crowd work show completely.
Oh, I'm there with you.
Oh, you on that one?
I'm on that show as well. That's a really fun show, Hollywood Improv. But don't worry about that.
You know what the mainstay of the Hollywood Improv is?
Joke Off.
Joke Off. This Sunday.
This Sunday, the 28th.
What a long intro. They're like,
Patreon.com/Hesby Street.
Yeah.
Music. Well, what do you want to get into? You want to talk about how people should come to Joke Off on October 22nd or something different?
Before we get to that, I do want to apologize because I know you went to pee in my bathroom, and I'm sure you washed your hands. Actually, you went and washed your hands a couple times. If your hands smell like body wash, it's because you washed your hands with body wash.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Seemed fine.
We're out of hand soap. Is body wash exceptional?
Exceptional?
Acceptable.
Acceptable? I think so. It's a soap. Body wash is a soap for your body.
And so you use it on your
hands.
body. Okay, so if you're at someone's apartment, it feels very bachelor patty. It's like there's
like
Old
when people
Spice hair and body wash.
We have this in my bathroom because my roommate does it. He just we have soap on one side, but then sanitizer on the other side.
Oh, that's
And I'm
weird.
like, which is fine if you're doing both. But I'm like, you can't get away with just doing sanitizer
Don't just
after a
sanitize.
poop. You got to soap up.
Soap. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Yeah, just the body wash thing feels like we're in a
You
bachelor
know what, though?
pad.
After a pee, if you just want to sanitize, I'm okay with that.
Well, you know, I had a friend who would always say, I'd say, dude, you didn't wash your hands after you pee? And he goes, I didn't touch my dick.
I don't touch my dick when I pee.
You don't touch your dick?
No.
If I'm wearing,
I
like,
prop up
elastic
up
shorts,
the balls with the elastic shorts, yeah.
but, like, if I have, like, a button situation.
Oh, yeah, if I'm out. But I'm saying, like, regular. Like, I wear when I get home.
Yeah.
I pop on elastic shorts right away.
It goes below and it just picks it all up.
Yeah.
And honestly, you should wash the elastic on your shorts.
Oh, I wash the elastic on my
That
shorts
thing is all up
every
in
time
your
I grow.
balls.
Every time I grow, every time I do laundry.
Oh, that's good. I wash it after every piss. So
that's a lot
and
of
then
washing.
I step out and I go, I didn't pee myself. I'm responsible. This is actually what responsible looks like. I hold my dick. I mean, you have to sometimes hold your dick.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
How do you hold it?
It's like I get like kind of I go low.
Are you thumb and index? Are you thumb and middle?
Oh no, I'm just propping up from the bottom.
Back of thumb?
I think I'm like middle finger.
Middle finger inside.
Middle finger inside.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so then your index
Two
is
fingers,
out of the
maybe.
way?
No, I think it's two fingers.
Two
It's
fingers
index,
inside.
middle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's fun to see, like, because I'm sure we all do it differently, and it's just a
Yeah.
habit that started and became, like, standard.
Well, it's also like, not to overshare, but like when you
We're past
we're
that.
there.
Yeah.
When I masturbated for the first time,
Uh-huh.
you don't really know what you're doing. You're
Right.
young,
Right.
and then at some point you see, someone did this motion.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, oh yeah, that makes way more sense than this.
Uh-huh.
'Cause
But you're
like,
so little.
You are so
Yeah,
little.
you
that
go,
you're
I'm
just
just a
using,
little guy.
You're just using index and thumb.
Yeah.
And then someone did the jack off motion, and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes more sense. You can get all up in there.
Yeah. I waited. It took me 4 years. So I went index, and then
Every
year
year.
2, I gotta,
sophomore year, 2, junior 3.
and then by, like, senior year, I'm just like, I can't, dude, I get to use my pinky this year. And they're like, what? And I'm like,
Nothing.
are you not graduating? Oh, you're diving right in, huh? Mr. Cocky Jockey. It's just a force of habit.
Anyway,
But when
shout out to my mom who listens to the podcast.
Yeah, shout out to that guy who helped me learn to masturbate. You know who you are. Best 7-Eleven in town. It's a weird habit, but I'm stuck in it because it's
Yeah.
how I've always held my dick when I pee. It's more like a headlock thing. Like,
Oh,
it's
you
owes
do
me
inside
money.
the elbow?
In her elbow. And then, I was going to ask where you put your stool, but it sounds like you don't put a stool for the rest of your penis.
You rest your balls on a stool.
So I have my penis in sort of like a headlock.
I see what you mean.
Like, where's my
What
money?
I do is I wrap it around my neck like a scarf,
Okay.
just because the stool's not always. I don't.
Oh,
trust,
you're talking about the
I don't trust the
part.
cleanliness of the stool.
I assume we're on the same page there. So the part that's from my body to the headlock, it's 2 Rambo ammunition straps.
It's like a pretzel.
It's an X of penis.
Yeah.
And terrifying at a public urinal.
People always wonder why I gotta go home to poop, and it's like, listen, man.
It's less about the poop. Couldn't have less to do with the poop.
What is this episode?
It's just, guys being dudes. Yeah, so that's how I hold my penis. I had a funny joke, or no, when you're like telling a real story, just like this. We were talking about a real thing, and then someone has to jump in with the comic relief.
Yeah.
I was talking about, working at a school for people with special needs, and like how you have to have these stern talks with them that you wouldn't have to have with like other kids because it's like a little harsh, but these people don't understand like relationships and boundaries as much.
Right.
And so, one girl was like playing in the sandbox, and she kind of just, I'm like a helper, and she's like, "You're my boyfriend, and I'm your girlfriend," and I'm like, "Okay." And teacher like came in and immediately shut it down. It was like, "No, this is not. He is a teacher. Your teacher cannot be your boyfriend. They are your teacher." And then she was kind of like, "Oh, okay." And I was saying it at the bar at the store last night, and Adam, the bartender, goes, "Yeah, you're just having sex." I'm like, "God damn it." Just killed. We're just fucking late.
Can we not label this?
Teachers don't label with students.
I picture like she says that, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
Don't tell them.
Right. I'm like, okay, just a game where we played. We didn't even play the game.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I mentioned that because I went to Elizabeth's high school reunion.
Oh, that's right. How was your weekend up there?
It was fun. We actually had a lot of fun together. It was cool to spend time. We just don't spend that much time together. We're falling apart. We're falling apart.
Man. I worry about you guys.
Yeah, we were in trouble. But
I don't know. Is that true?
No. I don't think we're in trouble, but it just sucks, like, not getting to see each other as much. So, like, the long drive was nice, and, you know, we get to the reunion, and there, you know, we're seeing some people, meeting some people. Had a fan of our clips, which was kind of cool, and he was like, yo, I fucking follow you, dude. Your shit's funny. I was like, thanks. And I thought he knew that I was with Elizabeth, and he's like, fucking sour? You're with this? And he goes, hey, good for you, girl. He's like proud of her. We were dying laughing. Shout out Mikey. And then there was this guy who was clearly like had some disorder, like not all theirs. What went to their high school,
right?
And so he kind of came and sat next to Elizabeth and was like, hello, you know, like we had a few classes, and Elizabeth's like, oh,
Elizabeth didn't remember him. And, you know, they went to kind of a bigger school. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway. And so.
Yeah, went to a big school. I get it.
He's following her around. And I'm giving her space so I go talk to her friend. So I'm not seeing this. But I see a friend that's like, hey, you want to do like a little microdose of acid? And I'm like, sure. And then. Let me tell you, nature and probably near the top of doing acid, your wife's 20-year high school reunion.
Not the spot?
I slowly figured out was not the spot. I did a little more than a microdose, which was a terrible idea. And then I'm like, man, there's like shadows on everyone's faces a little bit. This is dark. And then Elizabeth comes up to me crying, and she's like, that guy who keeps following me grabbed a picture of me off the table of pictures and was like, can I keep this? And I said, I think I want to keep it so he wouldn't keep it. And then he followed me in the bathroom and is like touching my arm and rubbing my back at the communal sink. And she's like tearing up. Like, I just don't know like how to set these boundaries. And I ended up looking up who the guy was. He wasn't even in our class. He's just at this class reunion, like not a part of this.
Right.
And I'm like, I am way too high.
Yeah.
To have, like, I'm like, so do I got to fight him? I was just like, you got to tell me what to do. I'm like sweating bullets through my pores, like gripping reality. Like, yeah. I shouldn't have done that acid, man. I'm not here. I can't protect her.
So what'd you do?
I kind of just pulled her outside and I talked to her. I'm like, you know, and that was why the school I used to work at thing came up, where I was like, you have to set these boundaries sometimes, and it's a weird, hard talk because you wouldn't have this talk with like an adult that is just a regular creep.
Right.
You know, you wouldn't be like, I don't like being touched when you touch me like this.
Right.
It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right.
And you can't touch me because I have a husband. I don't feel that way about you.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, you kind of have to do that. If you don't want to do that, I can do that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm so high. I'm so high.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't matter. You got to do that.
So we just kind of like.
You went together?
Yeah, I just like stayed with her more and would shield her and kind of. But another friend did have that talk with him when he did it to her. I think in his mind.
That's how you hit on women.
Yeah, he was thinking like, we're all doing this, aren't we?
Yeah, I worked at a bar where a regular was a Down syndrome guy. And everyone really liked him, but he would be creepy to all the women, and they had to be like, this is not okay.
Yeah,
same kind of
thing. It's a tough one. And people aren't, you know. And let me tell you, LSD opens your mind to a lot of things. Doesn't make that any easier. Does not make that any easier.
Damn, dude, I didn't know you'll just say yes to any drug.
You know, when I'm bored,
yeah,
that's the devil's playground. Is me being bored, and I was bored. I'm just like not really talking to that many people. Yeah, like you know,
good point.
Talked to a few of her friends, but like. You know, Elizabeth told me this, and she's not wrong, is I kind of dominate conversations, especially in these situations where I'm a little anxious. I like talk more.
Oh, yeah.
So I was just staying away from her completely. You know, like letting her connect with these people and talk about things that you don't even need to feel like, okay, so Jessica lived up the street, you know, like just go have your thing. I'll play pool with, you know, my one podcast listener or whatever. One dude at the thing, I won't forget it. He was like super drunk, and it was just this like almost like this SNL character guy, and he was just like, yeah, I don't know how we got there, but I'm like, I'm gone. I'm in another universe playing pool, gripping just the idea of hitting a ball into another one. And then he's just like, I don't know how the conversation got here, but he goes, I'll tell you the top 3 most painful things that ever happened to me. And I
feel like this is crazy people
find me.
Just find you.
Yeah, I'm a magnet.
I've never even come close to that. Okay, so name the 3. I need to know the 3.
Here's me on acid. A lot more forthcoming. Yeah. I go, can we make it top 1? And he goes, first one, and he lifts his thumb up, and it's just like like from a decades old injury, but he's like, fucking bandsaw right to my thumb. And he's looking at his thumb, and I'm like, I bet that hurt. He goes, 1 week later, passed my first kidney stone at 22.
Jesus Christ. Which one was more painful? Did he say?
Like, he was like, yeah, I did ask him, but he ranked. Thumb was 1.
Okay. And number 2 was kidney stone.
Number 2 was kidney stones 2 weeks later. And we're
I would have guessed kidney stone, quite honestly.
I thought so too. But I mean, a lot of feeling in the thumb.
A lot of feeling in the thumb.
And
this is him at 22.
22. This is him in 2 weeks out of his 22-year-old age. And he's talking about being curled up in the fetal position on the way to the hospital, and he kind of goes on this long story about the kidney stones, and he keeps doing this drunk blank stare where I can't tell if he's nodding yes or no. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, would you say that was more painful? And he's just like, oh.
Don't make me relive it. Like, you brought
he
this
goes
up.
To another place, and I'm like, bro, never mind. Come back here to now. I'm hanging on to here now for dear life, so you can join me. Grab a hold. And then like time it goes by, and then he just goes back to like talking, and I'm like, wait, what was number 3?
Oh yeah.
And then he's just like, oh. Probably, I'm like, okay, if you don't have a number 3, we don't need to do number 3.
Better be emotional.
Number 3 was emotional.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, number 3 hits you in the feels. It's where they're not looking. He just goes, 3rd, probably a DUI.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
That's what I said.
I would have thought it was.
I'm like, so thumb getting sliced off.
Yeah.
Passing a stone through your pee hole.
Uh-huh.
And then just having to tell mom and dad you made a mistake.
I would have thought it was going to be like someone passed away or a breakup or something.
That's what I said. I said, was it an accident? Like, did someone die in the thing? And he just did that yes-no nod. He's like...
Oh, he like killed someone.
He's like... He's like shaking it off, like shaking the memory, and I go, "We don't have to."
Dude, I've never been to a high school reunion.
Yeah,
I think next year will be my 20th.
Go.
No, I will not
go for the Hesbos.
It's too scary.
Yeah, I get that. A lot of anxiety.
I
feel that.
And people I don't like.
Yeah.
Forget that. People will hit me up and be actually in Denver. I saw a friend from high school, and he's a cool guy, Jason Rich. What is that noise?
That's our gardener.
Oh, Gardner's here. But yeah, I feel like if I went to a high school reunion, I'd get in there and see like all those people's faces, and I'd be like, I'm gonna go. I'm going to In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go eat my feelings.
Yeah, totally. It's like it brings you back to the insecure high schooler you were. That's what happens to me. I'm like, damn, I hate myself right now. How did that happen?
It's like too when you like.
How do you guys do that just by being here?
Even like driving by my high school, you know, you'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go drive this way because. I'll
Heart
go look
skips a little beat.
You'll be like, yeah.
Doesn't feel good.
Does not feel good.
Yeah. But you got to face the demon, dude. Run towards the fire.
I don't think you do. I think you got to live in the now, that present moment.
Yeah, you're right.
I have to sneeze.
Sneeze.
Okay.
Let her rip. Nothing more present. Bless you.
My allergies are killing me, dude.
Are they? I'm sure this gardener just blowing up all the pollen will be good for you.
Woo!
That's a good point. You gotta let it go.
You have to let it go.
There's a great Zen quote that I read.
Oh, tell us.
Let go or be dragged.
I like that.
Marinate on that. That's pretty deep.
Yeah, I was thinking, you ever like jokingly, I think for most of my life I've in a joking way said like, You just got to learn to love yourself, man.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever actually tried it.
Me neither.
Do people do that?
Well,
Like,
again,
love
I
yourself?
started with 2 fingers.
You start with 2
I
fingers, and then you go up
graduated
to the
3.
whole hand.
Full hand.
Okay.
But then it starts to become hate.
It does. It starts to get painful.
You hate fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And I don't like how that feels.
I don't like how that feels
Call
either.
myself a stupid bitch. Doesn't help.
You'll never get loved. Not by you or anyone.
Yeah, no, people talk about like saying I love you to the mirror.
Yeah, and I've always been such a cynic
Yeah.
that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
But then I had this thought the other day where I was like, do people really do that? And does it actually help?
I bet it helps, and I wish I did it.
But you'd have to mean it, right? There's no way for me to mean it. That's what I'm saying. I could say it. I can write on the little post-it note on my mirror like all those girls have that say, I love me.
Yeah.
You're a boss bitch.
Right. I think there's like a theory that by saying it over and over again, you
start
learn
to convince
you
yourself.
learn to mean
You
it.
trick yourself.
Or train yourself.
And that's the same.
That's the same, yeah. You can trick yourself into getting
what I
into
thought.
shape by going every day. I definitely say like you're an idiot more to myself
Totally.
than anything else. Or like you're dumb.
You're so stupid.
Yeah. But that's probably not good.
That's probably bad.
Yeah.
So I got to start saying I love myself.
I gotta go, I'm a genius. You know? Mm-hmm. I'm a fucking genius.
Yeah, I never, even like with comedy, I think I'm okay, but I'm never like, you're it, dude. You're great.
Yeah. But you could be it.
I am. I got to start lying to myself.
Do you ever think you could be it?
No.
Never?
Like, what do you mean by it? Like one of the best? No.
I think sometimes I'll give myself the pat on the back and the credit of like I am on the path there.
Yeah, I have those moments.
That's
I'm
a
not
good
in that,
feeling.
I'm like 6 months ago, I felt like I was there. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm on. I can't not. I crush every time I'm up.
Yeah.
I can do no wrong
Right.
on stage.
Like it's only a matter of time before the world knows.
And now it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Where it's like, even though I'm having good sets, it's like not great.
Not fulfilling.
And I'm like,
yeah.
it's jokes that I'm tired of.
Yeah.
And the new jokes are doing fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just stuck at being fine. I'm always going to be fine.
No, it's not. It's all temporary.
Yeah.
Soon you'll be worse than fine.
Yeah.
No, I feel that. I
Yeah.
mean, but it's part of the creative process.
Yeah.
Like how many times have you felt all of those things over and over
Yeah, it's crazy.
again? You know,
But it sucks when you're in it for a while.
It does when it lasts long, because the veteran comic, like the master, knows like, all right, now I'm back in this funk. That means an upswing is around the
Right.
corner, and then you're like, where is that fucking upswing?
Upswing,
It's
yeah.
got to start happening pretty soon,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Another quote I marinate on: "The master has failed more times than the beginner has even tried."
Deep, dude. So you're like the
Expert.
greatest master.
I'm hovering right now off the ground.
You failed so much.
I only fail.
Which means
Therefore,
you're due.
I am a master who is due.
Yes. Master failure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be performing a joke off on Sunday, and the ceiling is going to open, and God is going to be like, enough. Your kingdom awaits you. And I'm like, I didn't expect it to go like this. I just start getting fucking tractor beamed by heaven.
And everyone's just like, do we clap?
Good.
This is good.
Needed to
It's a
happen.
weird show.
Yeah. He's not the chosen one. I mean, he wasn't that good. I'm like, can still hear you guys. Just give it a minute, okay?
I mean, God said enough, right? That was like,
He doesn't
enough.
want to hear
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Not he's done enough. He didn't say
I wonder if
you've
there's-
done
I wonder if
enough.
there's tickets to the late show. Just a palate cleanser.
They're just bummed that God has appeared at our show and ripped the ceiling open.
Do you think God would put the ceiling back? Or does he have like a crew come do that? Does he have like
I think you'd leave it, and then the
leave
tourism you get.
the tourism?
Because
Got
you
it.
think about like the Shroud of Turin, God wasn't like, all right, let's scrub Jesus's little burnt X-ray face off of this thing.
Right.
He's like, leave it, market it, get some money,
You're welcome.
tell him what you saw today. That's God, by the way. Just nice baritone American voice.
Hey.
It's me, the big guy. It's just that dude from Seinfeld
Yeah.
that dated Elaine.
He's just a Bears fan but they never win.
Yeah, he's actually a Redskins fan. He's like, they're bringing the name back. See what I did there? I got you. That's an interesting one. Redskins are coming back.
No.
Yeah.
That's real?
Yeah.
They're going to
I
change
heard-
the name back to Redskins? There is zero chance
I
that's
heard
true.
that natives. Now I'm starting to question whether the news I'm reading is real.
Yeah.
Which is always a risk. Mm-hmm. I'm like spitting a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like
okay?
halfway drooling. Like
having a
acid,
stroke?
Residual effects. Have you done mushrooms yet? You're all talk.
No, I want to do mushrooms. No one will do them with me.
You've talked about doing mushrooms more than anyone
What are you
I've talked
looking
to. Just seeing what your weird bracelet thing is.
It's a Fitbit.
It's a Fitbit. I couldn't see the.
You know, the Fitbit app
Yeah.
changed. You know how you like apps will get like
Updated?
updated?
Yeah.
And they got rid of the step streak feature, which is really the only reason I like it.
Oh, funny.
Because it'll be like, you for 90 days, you've hit 10,000 steps. So I went online.
Do you
I was
get like a firework presentation?
yeah, you
or
get you get a firework presentation. So I went online to I was like, maybe it's something I need to find it to activate it on the app.
Yeah.
And the internet is pissed. They're
Really?
like, this is the only reason I have
Where's my
Fitbit.
pat on the back?
I need the step streak.
Yeah.
Someone was like, I was at 997 days. I was 3 days away from 1,000. I just wanted to see it say 1,000.
And they'll
Gone.
never get that.
They'll never get it. Even if they bring it back,
Yeah.
and even if they've kept the streak alive, it'll be like 1,020 something.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting because we make jokes about what goes on at these tech company quarterly meetings.
Yeah.
But you have to imagine that.
That's coming up in the meeting. They're going to be like, people are pissed. I had the thought of like, why am I wearing this?
Yeah.
I don't care about the other things. I'm
That's
not like,
interesting.
it's
You're not tracking your sleep.
Yeah, my sleep's like whatever.
Yeah. It's the steps.
I like the heart rate.
Well, I'm saying, like, leading up to this catastrophe, I feel like they were like, we're going to have to let the guy who does the streak coding, we're going to have to let him go. Yeah, and he's like, I'm sorry. Sleep should go before me. I am keeping these people motivated. You see the firework thing?
You're making a mistake. You are making a mistake. You do this, you're out of business by the end of the year.
Good luck at making fireworks out of those pixels without me. You know how hard it looks easy.
You know they're calling him back, and he's at like Candy Crush now, and he's like, well. Look who's sorry.
And people are like, hey, 10 days in a row of playing Candy Crush. That's kind of cool.
All right.
You know, if I could change one thing, I would make playing video games more healthy somehow.
I think they've tried that with VR.
Yeah, but it's your body needs to experience like the sensory of being outside and going, I'm on that Huberman shit. They say scientists are like developing a way to like make cells that we can just replace. So they're saying like the average human will live to like 110 years old or 120, something like that. But they don't account for the fact that like there's all this other unhealthy shit. Like they're not gonna be able to make cells fast enough and put them in us fast enough for what we're doing to these cells.
It is crazy. Like, it feels like everything we eat is poison at this point.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
I just want healthy foods.
Gavin Newsom just is passing a thing that's like, it's not until like I want to say like 2030.
Yeah.
But no more of the like red dye, yellow 6, all that shit, yellow 5. No more of that in foods will be allowed to be sold, which I think like Europe had done years ago. And it's funny that you're still
Europe's
looking
done so much stuff.
You're still looking out for the people that are doing this, where it's like you got till 2030 to clean this up. And guys like they're like coal miners.
No.
They're
Don't
like,
take away my Skittles.
My granddaddy injected yellow dye. I injected yellow dye. My daddy and this is all we know.
You'll come get my Sunny Delight from my dead cold hands.
Yeah.
It's like your Sunny Delight will taste the same. It'll just look a little different.
And somewhat nutritious.
What, you can put turmeric in it? Pass. I want yellow 7.
Yeah. I can't. You can taste the turmeric. I like yellow 7. I like it's got a good bite to it.
Yeah. I don't like when my inflammation goes down.
Yeah.
What is this turmeric all about?
Right. Now I'm going to all the way to the pharmacist and I'm getting less drugs because I have less inflammation.
Nope.
It just don't add up.
It's bad for the economy.
And the environment is going to pay. It's us or the environment. That's what y'all need to understand.
Yeah. And so I pick environment.
I'm winning the war on the environment. We're winning.
All right, we're pretty much done.
Damn, man. We didn't even talk about Denver.
Oh yeah, Denver was rough.
Why?
It was kind of a bummer.
You weren't having fun with your sets?
The shows were all fine. The big show I did on Saturday, Orion opened for me. And so Gabby Gutierrez as well. Very funny. Follow them both.
I don't know Gabby.
She's a Denver comic.
Okay.
But so there was this lady in like the second row who was talking a lot during Orion's set.
Great.
So then what happens, which I don't find out till after, the guy in the front row sitting in front of her, in between Orion and me, because there's like kind of a window in between comics to get up, use the bathroom, get a drink.
Yeah.
Goes and tells this sound guy, complains to the venue. The venue's a newer guy. Or the venue. The guy's a newer guy at the venue because the main dude just had a kid, like a 6-week-old kid. So he comes up, he's trying to talk. I come out, she's immediately talking to me. But I'm like, that's fine. You know me, like I can handle a heckler. But because then this guy comes down and is like kind of passively trying to talk to her, which is like the worst way to talk to someone.
How is he passive?
It's in a theater. So she's in the middle. He's like on the outside trying to get her attention while I'm doing my set.
Oh, God.
To where I'm just like, do it or don't do it.
Either walk up to her and tap her on the shoulder and be like, miss, we need you to not.
Or leave and let me handle it. Because I'm handling,
Now you're this confusing
and
third
in my
party.
head, I didn't know she was being a problem, this big of a problem. I don't know the guy in front of her's complained. So I'm like, I'll let her talk for a bit and I'll put her in her place. We'll get back to the show. And then the guy in the front row finally turns around and yells at her. Like during...
What'd he say?
He was just like, you've been talking the whole show. You need to stop. Because he was kind of probably what I'm thinking. This guy's not going to get the job done.
Right.
That I'm going to have to do it.
Right.
So now I'm like, I was giving her a chance to talk, but now she's upset other people. And then...
They want nothing more than to not hear her talk.
Yes. So this is like... It's not something I'm used... You know how like... I'm used to... most things on stage.
Yeah.
This is a different one. So I'm like having fun with it, trying to make people laugh, whatever.
Yeah.
She finally leaves. Her and her drunk friend leave. So now, and then I knew, anyways, she brought 10 people. So there's like, this is a party of 11, but only the 2 leave.
Thank God.
So then there's like 70-ish people in the theater.
Oh,
like
nice.
It's enough for a show.
But like 11 leaving is a weird...
So like, I'm doing an hour of comedy. I'm kind of making... She's gone, but I'm kind of like calling back and making fun of her.
Yeah.
A little bit. Getting big laughs on it, like... And then finally towards the end, one of her friends is like, hey, just so you know, some of us are her friends and we're still here. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, whatever. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, sorry you had a shitty night. But it was just like, so it was never, the shows were fine. All the shows I did in Denver were fine. The comics I met were really cool. It was kind of a wash money wise.
Yeah.
It was just a trip that like, I would sit at the airport and I'm like, I wish I didn't do this. Like I had gotten off for better shows in LA or not better. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
That I had to say no to. And, most of the time on the road, it's really fun. And this just wasn't fun.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, it's a struggle. There's a balance there. I debate, I'm like, should I go?
And being a headliner is just tough at our level.
Yeah, it's really
just like
hard. We're in that gray.
You gotta scrape and fight for every ticket you sell, and then you got the whole people have opened. She was like, before I even talked, she was like, I DM'd you and you didn't answer. And I'm like, what? She's like, I DM'd you a bunch, you didn't answer any of them. And I'm like, oh, like, okay. Some like if I don't follow you, like those messages don't go to my inbox, right?
Yeah.
They go to a different inbox.
Yeah.
And she's just like didn't say anything. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna start now.
Yeah, that's so. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that honestly like really upsets me because it's like I came all the way out here. I just want to have a good show.
It was my birthday.
I worked. It's your birthday. I worked hard on this material. That's the hard part. Is like, I genuinely believe you, myself, bunch of people we know would be a killer headlining act.
Yeah.
Like come and watch 45 to an hour of like really good stand-up that you will enjoy. And no one really wants, no one cares, no one knows. I don't know. The marketing game is tricky.
Well, it's a different, for them it's a night out, right?
Yeah.
It's just they're getting drunk, they're going to watch comedy, and then they're going out with their friends, and tomorrow they got their lives. And for us, it's like, I'm flying. I booked this 2 months out. I've been begging people to buy tickets for however long. And you want to get to a point where it doesn't, it's just a night out for you too.
Yeah.
It's just another night on the tour. But it's like, okay, whatever. And It's just what it is.
Yeah. I'm going to start showing up and just be a character of a celebrity. So people are like, holy shit, that's Joe Namath. And I'm a big Torio fan, baby. I love Torio, man. He's great. He's great. I'm wearing the jersey. What?
You don't even look like Joe Namath.
Smoking. I'm just like, I want to kiss you.
Oh, funny that you picked Joe Namath.
I gotta care. I want someone random. That's like, I guess he might be a Torio fan.
Yeah.
Like I haven't really seen him.
I'm not trying to be famous. I just want people to shut the fuck up and listen to the joke.
Show up. Yeah. Well, show up and like be there for it.
Well, because I do think
to,
if you just give me a chance, even if you don't know who I am, you'll have fun.
Yeah. Right.
But you got to give us a chance.
I go. That's why my next tour, the Kill or Be Killed tour, is where I go up and I either kill or I choose one person from the audience.
And you're going to kill them?
And it's most likely going to be someone that speaks up.
Mm-hmm. Or if I ask them a question, doesn't give me an answer I like.
Yeah, if your answer
so
is
being too quiet can hurt you too.
Yeah.
You just want to keep them on their toes.
Totally. And you got to take into account the people that aren't doing great in life. And you're just at a show, you're like, so I was talking to my wife in bed the other day about, someone's like, you can kill me. I'm like, what? Pick me.
No. No. You want it too much. I'm out.
I'll heckle. Go for it, buddy. Give me all you got. I ain't killing you. You got to go through this with me.
All right, guys. I'm never going back to Denver. I love you all.
And to say that I don't expect someone to beg me to kill them during my headlining set is just outrageous.
Sunday,
man.
Hollywood Improv, October 22nd. Just come.
Tell all your friends that have big laughs. Tell all your friends that are quiet.
Buy them a ticket. Send it to their email. Then they have to go.
That's a great gift.
That is a great gift, and Halloween's right around the corner.
It's a good Halloween present.
Help.